Hi everyone, Sparkle Sprinkler here. If you're new to my channel, welcome y'all. If you are returning, welcome back. This is our second run on the Coudils. I have to say, I am, now that I've got this canvas turned around, y'all, I'm not real happy. I mean, there's tons of gaps, but it is what it is, and we're going to continue. The light pad exaggerates those gaps, if you will. We're just going to keep moving with it. So today I'm going to work on this area right here. I may get into this some, we'll see, but for right now, for sure, this area here. We will see how it goes today. Lots of nubs on the last one. Gaps, diamonds that are different sizes. Not the worst that I worked on, but certainly not the best. I mean, like I said, my rhinestone Coudil was fantastic, y'all. But this one is clear. I mean, you can even see it. I'm on my easel, so it's at an angle. But there, you can see the gaps through here. They're small diamonds, large diamonds, skinny diamonds. We will see. I'm going to keep going with it. Okay. Let's see what symbol this is. Number 14. I'm going to just do the outside line today, starting with it. I was going by what my rhinestone diamond painting did for me last time. Let me turn this other light on. And well, these diamonds are not like the rhinestone, that's for sure. Okay, those rhinestone diamonds, y'all, were amazing. Absolutely amazing. There were hardly any gaps. The diamonds were all the same size. So this time I'm going to go and just do the outside line and work from there and see what I can do with this to help the situation. As I said, I don't do them all the same. I go by what is going on with the canvas as to what moves I make with it. Okay, this is number 7. Y'all leave me some comments. Let me know if you're working on a Coudil square. Is Lisa, for sure, because yours is the parrot like mine. Are your diamonds having those little nubs? Are you having bigger, smaller diamonds? Has anybody else got a Coudils? Are your diamonds different sizes like mine are? Or is this just a one-off? Like I said in the last video, this is one reason I won't do PR packages, because, I mean, the rhinestone has been fantastic. This one, different story. Okay, I need 1 of 61. So I don't. This is the first standard square that I've done with Coudil, so I don't know if this is the norm with them. You know, if this is normal for their squares, or was this a bad run of diamonds? Y'all let me know. I have some more squares. It's going to be interesting to compare the two. Okay, now I need one of the arrow. And that is number 58. So like that diamond right there is very, very skinny, y'all. And it's got a nub on it, but it's just gonna have to be what it is. They're not gonna butt up with each other like they should with those nubs on them. Okay, then the letter A. Number 50. I need one of those. 3 of those. Okay, and then 22. I need 2. Yeah, that diamond right there's got a pretty big nub on it, y'all. But I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to try to pick through the diamonds. This canvas is too big to do that with. Okay, I need to get another diamond color out. Okay, and then the letter T. Number 16. Get these put back in. I've got boxes out galore over here, y'all. Just give me just a second to get these put back away. Getting a table full of them. Okay, now I need number 9. And that is color 37. I need just 1. Okay, and then the next one is color 13. I need 1. then the dash, that's 51. And then number 25. And then number 3. I need a good bit of those. Okay, get these straightened up. Try to get a better handle of these things. If you're new and just finding me with this series, all of these videos are in a playlist under Squares Diamond Painting Series. And y'all, when there are gaps in these, it is next to impossible to get them to sit in these these blocks straight, because they're just kind of floating on their own. Okay, we need number 14. Now I'm going to move on with just working symbols. And just kind of play it by ear as to what I need to do next with this. Now I'm banking back this way towards that line. As well as pushing into this to try to fill in gaps the best I can. Like I said, not the worst I've ever worked with, but not the best either. I was really, in fact, I have some more squares with Coudils. I'm going to give them a go, but y'all, let me find that diamond right here. See that nub? Let me move that one out of the way. See that nub on that diamond? There's another one right here. There's a nub on that one. There's nubs on these. Both of those have nubs on them. So I'm not really impressed. There's another one right there. I mean, I'm not going to pick through these on an 80 by 80 diamond painting. Let me shake these out a little more. See this one right here? This one right here? This one, this one, this one, this one. I mean, it's the diamond. It's just the diamond, y'all. These two. This one. I have not had diamonds like this in a long time. This one. That one's really bad. My hand's shaky. I'm sorry. That one right there is really bad. I mean, that is attached to the diamond. I would have to have an X-Acto knife, a pair of clippers, or something. And I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not. I mean, this diamond painting's too big to do that with. So I'm just going to roll with it, y'all. I will have major gaps, but I'm just going to roll with it. Like I said, this is why I will not do PR packages. Because I don't know from diamond painting to diamond painting what it's going to be like. My next square that I've got with these Q deals may be fine. My rhinestone was. That's why I went with Q deals to do this with. But clearly, there's problems with the diamonds. And it's not just one color. So if y'all have a Q deals for this, let me know what the quality of your diamonds are, because mine are not good. You're seeing it in the tray, what I'm dealing with here. These diamonds have to be flat on the edges for these diamonds to butt up with each other, for them to be straight on this canvas without gaps, and it's not going to happen with this diamond painting. If we were not in this series and this was the painting I chose for it, I would probably be just putting this aside and moving to a different one and come back to it later date. But I mean, we're in this series with it, so I'm going to move forward with it, y'all. Not my worst diamond painting. I've had harder tabs than that, but not my favorite. Okay, number 7. This color looks better than that last color did. They don't have near as many. There are some, but not near as many. So that I'm hoping it will equalize itself out with some that aren't as tabbed and some that are. So maybe it'll equalize itself out. But y'all saw my rhinestone one. It was in the very first video for the square series. Those diamonds are perfect. And usually it's the rhinestone ones that are worse than the standard drills. Not in this case. But they're just so misshaped, y'all. There's even in this color, there are big ones, there are small ones. It is what it is. Just keep moving. See what it turns out as in the end. Excuse me. Okay. There are some that are so large they won't even shake out of my tray. I have to take my finger to scoop the diamond out because it's too big. It's stuck in the grid. Okay, the equal sign. That is number 5. Alright, we're on the equal sign. Just a few of them, not many. Okay, then I have capital T, which is 16. I'll try to make this video shorter. It was just, this was such a long haul down this edge. I didn't want to stop in the middle of that, but this one's going to be a shorter video for sure. So there'll be different links. Not all of them will be close to 2 hours. Okay, then this one is number 58. I need just one diamond in this one. Okay, then the lowercase a is number 50. And there's a good bit of those. Okay. Zero is 61. That one has a nub on it. So it's not going to let the diamonds bud up to it. Okay, I need one of the number 6. It's color 40. And then 2 of the number 9, which is 37. Well, somebody, I usually take my phone out of here, y'all, and somebody's tearing my text up. Let's see. Number 22. Okay. Hear that pop? When you shove a diamond in, you get a pop sometimes when it's tight. Y'all, I'm just putting these in, trying to fill in that gap best I can. There's not a whole lot I can do. So, if you've got one that's got a big gaps, just remember, your light pad makes it look worse than what it is. And when you step away, you're not going to see it. Okay, I need the heart, which is number 2. Okay, then we go with the dash. Number 51. And there are quite a few of these. I'm hoping that I can find some larger ones in here to shove into these gaps and take up space. And there's not. In fact, they're littler than the others. Oh me, oh me, oh me. missed one of the others. There's always that one symbol. You think you've got them all, and then you go back and start working another color and realize, whoopsie. I think just for giggles, I'm going to bring that rhinestone in here. I haven't finished it. I haven't worked on it since I showed it to y'all. But I'm going to bring it in here and compare it to these diamonds. Once I get a section done. Okay, this is 22. I'm going to have to turn that phone off. If it was important, they would be calling me. So apparently it's somebody that I'm not answering, so they're just going to keep texting, but they're just going to have to wait. If it was important, they would be calling. Okay, now I need the airplane symbol. Let's see where that is. Number 44. And I need just one of those. And then number 13. I need 3. Okay. I'm going to need to get another color. I need 29. I need just one. Okay, then number 60. I need just one. And then number 26. Number 49. And I do not have that one out either. I need one. And then the telephone is number 32. And I need 2 of those. Trying to get just 2 out of my jar here. And then of course I get 3. Okay, there. And there. Okay, then I need number 25. Almost on the home stretch on this little section, y'all. And then we'll straighten. Like I said, it's new for me to be diamond painting and talking. So y'all gonna need to give me a couple of videos to remember I'm supposed to be talking to y'all when I'm not looking for colors. Okay, this is a circle. Here's number 3. Got a bunch of these little boogers. Okay. I'm seeing more little tabs. We're just rolling with it, y'all. Going to be interesting to see your comments if you're working on the cool deals, if you've got nubs on yours like I showed you in my tray. Are your diamonds looking like that? Are your diamonds different shapes? Some small, some large. Going to be interesting to get out another square that I've got from Cool Deals after this and work on it and see if it's the same as what I'm dealing with here. Did I get lucky with just the one rhinestone that I've got, or is that the normal? I have some more square rhinestones, so I'll know in short order when I start working on them. There's just no way to get these as straight as I got on the rhinestones, y'all. Because the diamonds are so misshaped and there's so many nubs. But we're going forward. Okay, now I like the H's. Okay, letter H is number 24. I'm just really pressing into these to try to take up some of that gap. Okay. You can see all these gaps in here, y'all. The light pad is going to exaggerate that. Okay. Let me get them pushed in and see what we've got. I'm going to lift this just to right here. Let me get me a piece of wax so I can get to this row, the end here. I'm going to start beveled edge up. I'm going to start right here and I'll push. Y'all, there's no getting these diamonds straight. There are so many gaps. There's no getting it straight. Shove this down and push. It's just not going to happen. Not the best diamond painting to be doing a square series with, that's for sure. Having to put so much pressure on it, mine. So a diamond popped up. There we go. Oh, another one right in here somewhere. There it is. I always go back and feel of them. If I feel a bump, then I know a diamond's not in place. Alright, I'm going to lift this light pad up and I'll let you look at what I've got going on here. Zoom this out. See all those gaps? And they won't sit in there straight because there's so much slack, they're just twisting on me. Are yours doing this? I'm at this line. That's as tight as I can get them. I mean, that is as tight as I can get them. Are yours doing this? I mean, this one's even below the line here. Do you have a Coudils? Is yours doing this? Let me know. Okay, y'all, it's been a few days since I completed this, and I've just been kind of thinking about what's going on with all of this. I think you've seen there's some problems. And I've watched the comments from my last video, and everyone that has a coup deal has said their diamonds are not doing what mine are doing. So it's obvious to me that I've gotten a bad run of diamonds, okay? Let me show you what's going on here. Okay, the main problem is these diamonds here are bigger than all the other diamonds across the board, whereas with these diamonds, this one is smaller than this one, even though they're the same size. But these, no matter what, they're the same. They're all too big. Okay, this diamond is bigger than these diamonds, so it's causing this bow here. Okay, and I can't get it out. I mean, there's no pushing this, because this diamond right here has a curve to it. It's actually going like this, and you can see that on this bottom left corner of that diamond. It is further out than the top right, and the center is curved in. It's kind of like a backwards moon. So when I push these, this bottom touches, but the top won't. Okay. Then right here we have a nub, and you can see, let me see if it'll let me zoom in anymore. No, that's as far as it'll go. You can see right here on the top of this diamond there is that little tab right here on this side. When I push that up to that diamond, see, it will not butt up to that diamond because that tab is touching, but the rest of the diamond will not. Same thing here. This one's got a tab, but this diamond is so much smaller. So the case at hand here is, look at all these gaps all the way down this row, all the way down, y'all. It is major gaps all the way down. Look at this diamond right here. It's got a nub right there in the center. It's got a nub right here. I can't push it down because that nub is keeping it from touching. So it won't touch over here, but it's touching over here, which is making that diamond cockeye. It's making it touch right here in the center, but it won't touch over here. Then it's got a nub right here, so when I push that way, see, the diamonds won't butt up because of that little bitty shadow. See that shadow right in the center of that diamond right there? This diamond won't push up to it, but this diamond won't straighten up because of the nub down here on the bottom. Okay, these two are the same color. This one is much bigger than this one. Okay, so let me show you what happens. I can't get this curve out of it up here or right here because I'm already on the line over here. I'm over the line over here. So if I push to get this curve out, it's going to kick it outside over here, so the curve will now be on this side. Okay, but the main problem is all of this gapping that's in this diamond painting all the way up. And see, we've got a curve right here. I can't get that out. We're on the line here. We're past the line here. I push to get that back in line over here. This curve is now going to be outside my line. Y'all, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. But watch what happens. Okay, if I were to take all of these, which this diamond's not going to butt up to that one because of that nub, it's stopping it. It's hitting that nub. So it will always have a gap here and here, but not in the center, because that nub, this diamond's touching that nub and it won't butt up on the sides. So if I were to take this and push it all up to take that gap out, see how big of a gap I've now got? That's either going to be at the top or the bottom. This gap right here will now be, I'll either have to push it all to the top to get this gap out, or push it all down to get this gap out. But see, that keeps coming back off because that diamond is so small, but also because it has a nub. I'm always going to have this big huge gap here, and there's a gap here. Now, if I take that and push all this up, I still have all of this down here to contend with. Y'all, I'm going to have the size of a diamond. By the time I push it all this way and all that way, I'm going to have the gap probably the size of a diamond. And everything is at the line. There's nowhere for it to go. So, number one, is that going to throw off the painting because the diamonds are not where they're supposed to be? But mainly, what am I going to fill this huge gap in with? That is just taking the slack, and it's still not getting all the slack. All of this has got to push, and that nub right there, y'all, it's keeping that diamond from going. I've got to get this gap out. So let's just start scooting these up and let's just see what happens. See, they keep wiggling right back because they're hitting those nubs. Now I have that big of a gap. And that's before I take up this gap. And before I take up these gaps. See this nub right here? That diamond will never butt up to that because of that. Y'all, this is a mess. This is a mess. This series is about how to get you, nothing I do works, y'all. They just float. And see this diamond? It's got that nub up here at the top. So see how when I push it, it's crooked because it's hitting down here, and that nub will not let this diamond sit straight and sit flush to this diamond, so it's making it cockeyed. These diamonds are never going to be straight. And see, you got this nub down here hitting, so it's making these two diamonds crooked. Y'all. And it's every row, y'all. It's every row. Look at all this that I've got to take up. Look how much space I've got. That's a half a diamond right there. Now when I start taking all this other up and push it down, there's going to be a gap of a whole size of a diamond right in there. And these diamonds are just floating around because they're so... This diamond's bigger than this one, and if I were to push this in, then it's going to kick it off way off over here. Oh, mercy, y'all. Mercy, mercy. And it's like that on the whole darn canvas. See right here, this black dot right there, that is the nub. That diamond is sitting crooked because of this nub here. I can't push this diamond down into it. See, that's as far as that diamond will go. And it's like this across this whole canvas, and you can clearly see the nubs through here. Y'all, there's no way to get these diamonds straight. There is no way to get these diamonds straight with these nubs. This one right here is so little that I would have to shove all of this, and see, it's kicking it back out every time I push it because of that nub there. It will not stay in place. See how it kicks right back out because of this nub down here? I'm going to contact Codil's. I guess we're fixing to find out how good Codil's customer service is when you've got a problem. I know how good Temu is. I guess we're going to find out with Codil's. They've always been very quick to answer my emails before, so we'll see if they're going to answer this one. They're going to have to do something. They're going to either have to give me half my money back so I can buy more diamonds, or something. Give me another diamond painting, something. But y'all, I can't go forward with this. This series is to get your diamond straight, and I mean, that is glaring right there. That nub right there is just glaring. There's no way to get these diamonds straight. Y'all, let me pull this out. I have not taken care of this piece at all. This is the one that I did for the first couple of videos of this. Let me just put this up to it. This has just been laying over there as I film. They're getting put on top of this. Okay, these diamonds have not been protected at all. Let me pull this on over some more. Let's just get a look at the difference of 10-year diamonds and Coudil diamonds. Let me pull this back. I was looking at that yesterday. Y'all, I have been just sitting here thinking, what in the world? Let me get this tucked under this canvas. That's what's kicking it out. There we go. I was thinking, what in the world am I going to do here? Because this series is about getting diamonds straight. And y'all, let me pull this on over some more. These diamonds that are 10 years old are better than Coudils. Diamonds that are only 4 corners are touching the canvas are better. And y'all, the whole time I was working on this, I was talking about how bad these drills were. They're nothing compared to this. Let me see if I can lay this on top in the well, it's not because of the edging. Either way, it's going to be like that. But y'all, these diamonds are better than Coudils as far as shape, sizes. Look at this. Broken corners and all. So, let me pause you a second. I want to get something and I'll be right back with you. Okay, this is the Coudil rhinestone that's been on my bedroom table that I work on when we watch a movie. Y'all, these rhinestones are usually a lot worse than resin diamonds. It just is. Always has been for me. But y'all, this is why this is the diamond painting I was working on when the thought of this channel even crossed my mind. I was working on these and I said, this might help someone. And it was because of how good these diamonds were. And that's why I went with Coudils, because I thought, well, my goodness, if these rhinestones, and I think I've been saying in every video, if these rhinestones are this good, just imagine what the resin is going to be. Boy, was I wrong, y'all. For this diamond painting. Y'all, this is why I will not do PR packages. What if I would have got this in a PR package and reviewed it for y'all, thinking they were going to be better than these, and they weren't, and you went and bought them and you got the same issue that I had? Now keep in mind, Lisa has the very same diamond painting that I have, just a smaller size, and she says her diamonds are nothing like mine. So I really think I've got a bad run of diamonds. I'm going to zoom in. Let me scoot this one over. Well, that was too far, wasn't it? Get this on top here. Okay. Y'all just take a minute to look at these diamonds compared to these diamonds. Look how straight these lines are compared to this. Look at the gaps. There's nothing like these, y'all. Let me put this in white. Y'all have seen this hot mess. I'm going to work on this, but it's going to be off the camera, y'all, simply because it's going to take me hours. I'm going to have to sift through trays. I'm going to have to pour color in a tray, probably 3 different trays, and I'm going to have to pick through to find smaller diamonds to fill in the gap, larger diamonds to fill it, to smaller diamonds that will fit where the gaps are. And y'all, that's probably going to throw the painting off, because these are designed to be where they're supposed to be placed for this to look correctly. But you know, that is what it is. I'm going to have to pick through to find diamonds that don't have nubs. And you saw in my tray earlier, that tray was full of nubs. So you probably would see about 30 minutes of me 2 hours of diamond painting trying to find these diamonds. I'm not going to put y'all through that torture, okay? Depending on what Coudils may want this diamond painting back, and that's fine with me, okay? But depending on what they want, if they want me to return it, then I will. But if not, I will finish this and let you see what it's looks like. But I'm going to fight this battle behind the scenes, because this series would be a year long if I had to continue with this on an 80 by 80. Okay, so let me put this away, and I'm going to tell you how my gears are going to shift here with this. I'll be right back. Okay, I have been just brainstorming, what am I going to do to work this series. I thought about using this diamond painting, but y'all, this is all I like right here. This is all I like on this diamond painting. I only have one edge left. That's not enough. So this is a no-go. I do have some more square Coudils. I have the lion that you've seen, but y'all, that thing's massive. That thing, I think it's 140 centimeters by 80. I do have another one that I'm going to be unboxing in a couple of weeks, but y'all, from going forward on the Coudil squares that I've got several. I will not only be checking the diamonds colors to the canvas, I will also be shaking, just randomly picking out a bag, shaking it out in the tray, and we'll check it to see if there's nubs on it, see if they're misshaped. A lot of the times though, it's kind of hard to tell from bag to bag if, like, a yellow to a brown, like what I'm running into with the other one, if the browns are smaller than the yellow until you start getting them put on the canvas. So that's going to be hard. The only thing that I'll be able to check for size-wise will be like the brown that was in the parrot, that they're all different sizes in that one color. So, but I will be shaking these diamonds out randomly, just pulling a bag and shaking some out just to check them, because I thought about pulling out another square, but y'all, I'm scared I'm going to get into what I'm in right now. So let's take a minute and let's look at this diamond painting. I mean, just take a minute. Look how beautiful this thing is, y'all. I absolutely love her. Okay, let me fold this up without injuring the thing here. Okay, let's take a minute and just dive in. When I started this, I said I have a few diamonds through here. I've taken the release paper off. I'm going to fill these in. I said if your diamonds don't look like this, then this series may help you. Okay, let's zoom down as far as it'll let me go. See, I have some gaps, y'all. There are some gaps, but my goodness, not like what I've got with the parrot. I mean, look at this. Not a whole diamond's worth. And I mean, look at the line. Well, that's not a good. Let me see if this one is. Like I said, I haven't finished these over here. Here, let's go up here. Let's see a better place. Let me go this direction with it. Right here. Okay. See how straight these lines are? That's what these diamonds should be looking like, y'all, and they're not. They're a far cry from this. It's just not. Wait, look at the difference. So, I have another rhinestone. And I have decided that to finish out this square series, I'm going to change diamond paintings. I'm glad that this happened. You see in this video what I've been doing to try my best to fix this. And y'all, this is what I was saying before. The bad experiences that you're having may be the quality of your diamonds. Okay? Because you see what I'm going through. There's no way that I can complete that on camera, y'all. We would be here a year or two with that thing. that is going to be just something that I battle behind the scenes, because you would just be sitting there watching me dig through those diamonds, trying to put one on. Nope, that's not going to take the gap up. Take it off. Put another one on. Put one on. Realize it's got a nub on it. Pull it off. Put another one in. I have to dig through the diamonds. 3 or 4 different trays full of diamonds of the same color, trying to find diamonds without nubs. There's just no way to do this series with that. So let me get this other painting. I'll be right back. Okay, this is the diamond painting I'm going to go with. I ordered this the same time I ordered the chicken that you've been seeing. This is full square rhinestone. I had put this on the back burner simply because they spelt Mary wrong, and I was going to try at some point to fix this. I'm not going to worry with fixing this. I'm going to leave it. This is going to be a memento of the square series. Okay. I'm not going to unbox it because I've already, y'all, I don't have time. I've got to get y'all some footage, and it would be, next video would be this unboxing. I'm not going to do that to y'all. You will be seeing this diamond painting over the next couple of months with me working on it. You will be seeing the diamonds as they go down, so there's no reason to unbox it because we're fixing to roll straight into this. Okay, but here it is. And it is a 70 by 70, and it is full rhinestone squares. Now, I have already kitted this up. I did it this morning. So I'm going to pull some diamonds, and let's get a look. Because you've seen the diamonds. I shook them out in the tray for you. You saw those. I'm just going to pull some random colors. This one has 38 colors in it. My chicken, I think it had 50. I'm just going to randomly pull diamonds. I'm just going straight up the row here. So we've got 11, 20, 29, 38. Just went straight up the row on my case. Let me pull 2 and 3, just because they're fuller. I'm seeing them through there. Okay, let's shake out some diamonds here, and let's just get a look. Y'all, I'm sorry. My allergies are so bad. This is my time of year for allergies. Okay, here's the diamonds. This is color number 2. It is 154 in the DMC. Now, I'm not doing this to diamond paint. I'm not doing it for perfection. Let me zoom this back out and zoom it back in. So I don't have them shaked out and lined up. You know, we're just looking for, are they all pretty much the same size? And they are. No nubs. Okay. Okay, so this is color number 2. Alright, let me see what the other one is I drug out of my container. Alright, this is color number 3. This is 310. Go. Perfect uniform diamond, y'all. I see none that are bigger or smaller than the others. I see no nubs. Nothing. Okay, the next color I pulled was 11. Let me get that one. This is what I'm going to do going forward with square resin deals. I'm going to be looking at the diamonds, not just the colors, because I've got several. And we're going to find out what customer service is like with deals, because they're going to have to do something. Y'all, that diamond paint was $80. They're going to have to do something. Look how uniform. They're all the same size, y'all. No nubs. Nothing. Beautiful diamonds. Y'all, I love these rhinestones so much with that chicken. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I have 10 80 by 80s en route to me of these rhinestones right now from Deals. And I was just going to keep that quiet and just open one here and one there, but I've got 10 of them on the way and another order of 4, and they're going to go in my stash. And I think I'm probably going to stick with these, with what I'm seeing in these diamonds. The light hits them different. I do see one right here, and I will deal with that when I work on these. This diamond right here looks like it doesn't have a silver back on it. It doesn't. In fact, I'm just going to take that out. It does not have a silver back. That's why I said these rhinestones, y'all, are usually worse than resins. That's why I could not believe that my diamonds look like that. Look how square those are. Perfect. They butt up to each other. I don't know. Okay, this is color 11. 436 would be this color. Okay. And y'all, these slide right out of my tray. Those others, they're so big. Some of them, they get stuck and wedged in my tray. And I'm literally having to get my pen and unwedge it. Okay, this is number 29. This is 33.15. Look at that. They're perfect. Okay, 11 and 20 were so close to colors that I pulled out 10 and 37 instead. I'll put those back up. All right, let's look at 10. This is color 435. Like I said, I'm not checking these out to diamond paint. I'm just looking at, see, you got one piece right here that's broken. That pen doesn't have any wax. So you're gonna have that with it, but and that's what I talk about with these rhinestones. They're always so much worse than resins, but y'all, in this case, these rhinestones are better than my resins. I just got it. It has to be a bad run of drills, because everyone that has commented said their Coudil squares have been are great, including Lisa that got the same diamond painting that I did, just in a smaller size. So we will see what Coudil customer service is like, because, well, they're going to be hearing from me. And they're going to have to do something, because, I mean, that was an $80 diamond painting, y'all. They're going to have to do something for me with it. I'm not going to just have all of those problems. Look at how uniform these diamonds are. It is just like my chicken, y'all. Those diamonds have been perfect. So this is the painting I'm going to go with. Okay. And I will battle the parrot off camera, and when I'll give you progress updates. I'm not going to be focusing on it right now, because, well, the squares, and I've got so much other stuff I want to do. I don't want to tie up my time with that thing right now. I need a break from that parrot right now. This is number 38. It is 5200, so this is your clear. Perfect diamond, Sean. So this is what I'm going to go with next Wednesday. I've already got it kitted up. I did that this morning. And I'm going to get it gridded off after I turn this camera off. And I'm going to start working on this one. Yeah. It's something different, y'all. It's going to have to be that way, because I cannot battle that diamond painting. Insert the capital B, and all you're going to hear me is doing that, pissing and moaning about the diamonds through the whole thing. That's not what the square series is about. The square series is about how do I get my square diamonds square. And I need something that's going to work. And thank goodness this happened to me and not those of you that have a coup deals. Okay? But going forward, let's see. I just did the lion not long ago. So that one's already done. I'm not going to go back and redo the diamonds. Look at the diamonds on that. I have another one that's coming up in a week or two. Maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. I'll pull it out, go through it. And I have 3, 4, 5. So I probably have about 8 square diamond paintings besides this. This is the only square rhinestone I have. That's why I ordered more, because I wanted more. I love that chicken so much. I wanted some more of those in my stash. I have 3 rhinestones in the rounds, but I don't have any more squares, and I wanted some. That's why I've got 10 en route, 4 that have been ordered, so 14 of them, and that's all I'm putting in my stash for retirement. That's it. I'm not putting any more in there for squares, because I've got so many Diamond Art Club Dreamers Designs every moment. I've got a few that I had that I got them to do customs for me on. But I mean, I've got probably 30 Diamond Art Clubs and probably that many Dreamers Designs. And there was another company, y'all, I cannot for the life of me think of the name of that company. They're closed now, but I've got, gosh, boo-koodles of theirs. I don't think it was Mooncrest. I don't remember the name of the company, but I love their diamonds. And so I've got a ton of theirs in my stash. And I wanted more of these rhinestones because I've enjoyed that chicken so much. Not just the diamonds, just the effect. I love it. It's my special shape 30 by 30s in large scales. So you'll be seeing those. I'll be unboxing, you know, along the way. I won't do them all at once. So when you start seeing rhinestones, just know I'm not going to tell every time I got 10 or 14 of these, y'all. I'm just not going to do that. I'll just say I have an unboxing for you and we'll move on. Okay? But that's how much I love them. And I think it was Polly that has commented that she's got several of the Koodles in her cart and she was waiting to see what my diamonds look like before she, you know, bought them. I can confirm with 2 square rhinestones. The square rhinestones are amazing diamonds. Okay? You're going to be seeing it on this. So if you're not real comfortable with the resin squares after what you've seen with mine, just know that everyone, go back and look at my last video, everyone that has commented that has a coup deal said that their diamonds are not doing what mine are. So mine has got to be a bad run of drills. Now, are the others that I've got bad? I don't know, but we're going to start seeing them. So Polly, if you can hold off a week or so, I don't know when I'll get to that, but it'll be soon. And but like I said, yeah, I can shake them out in the tray. I'm mostly gonna be looking for nubs because that's your worst problem. And different sizes of diamonds through one color, because like I said, like those reds that I just did in the yellows. The reds may be bigger than the yellows, but I couldn't tell because they weren't side by side. You won't know that till you start putting them on the canvas. But that brown that I was running into on the parrot, it big and small, different sizes all through that one color. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Okay. So come next Wednesday, y'all, I'm gridding this off tonight, and I'm going to start working on it tomorrow. Okay. There's just no way to go forward with that parrot. Alright, that's where we stand. I forget who it was that said they were, and it may have been Polly that said she was interested to see how I was going to handle this. Here is how I'm handling it. I'm not going to hold y'all up while I battle looking for diamonds with no nubs and diamonds of the same size, or diamonds to fill in the gap. I'm not going to hold y'all up on the camera with that. That's going to take hours, y'all, and that is not something I'm going to tackle anytime soon. The one that I'm going to be doing probably after I finish this square series is I'm going straight into the little 2 Yorkies with the jukebox that I just unboxed a couple of days ago. That's probably the first one I'm going to work on. Now, I say that a lot. I open it. Oh, this is top of the list. Oh, this is top of the list. My top of my list has gotten rather long. But right now, the Yorkies is going to be the first one. But I'm going to start working on some rounds. At least 80 by 80s. A lot of people keep saying, I hope I get to see this one completed. Everything you see on this channel that I've opened up, when I'm 80, y'all, if I've had the means to sit here and diamond paint, and I have the means to film, and YouTube's going, and YouTube's still around, you're going to see what I finished. I mean, who knows where we'll be in, 20 years. I'll be 80. So, into my 80s. But I'll be diamond painting with y'all. You'll get to see everything that I've unboxed. Because I'm going to start working on them hard after I finish this. So don't worry about that. Everything you see unboxed, you will see eventually be worked on and done. Okay? Alright, y'all, that's going to be it. This is what you'll be seeing next week. Okay? And I'm not going to worry about trying to fix this. I just put it on the back burner. I was going to try to move this M over or something. Since it's a square, you can do that. But I'm just going to leave it like it is. This is going to be a memento of the square diamond painting series. Leave it like it is, okay? Alright, y'all, that's going to be it. I will see y'all tomorrow in the video. And next week on Wednesday with this. Okay? Y'all take care. Bye-bye.